Friday, everyone, and welcome to the Commentary Zone. As you enter the room, please don't forget to give us a little thumbs up, hit that subscribe button, the notification bell, tell a friend. Okay, so guys, this is our Friday TLC doubleheader where we have first up on the docket 90 Day Fiancé, Love in Paradise, Season 4, Episode 9. You may need a life jacket. I think I've already drowned. I've never been so disappointed in a Love in Paradise season as I have been in this one. It's almost as if it was already on TLC.
This is just bad all the way around. Like, I couldn't find anything to really hold on to.
I think it's just that they never, like, the one couple that I thought was really good, they ruined that storyline. But
Right.
the other three were trash from the beginning, and you just can't really sustain anybody's attention when you start off in a dumpster fire.
Yeah.
Like, you can't be asking from the first episode, so why are you two together?
Yeah.
You know, but who do we want to start with first? Let's be nice.
Okay, let's talk about the people we don't care about the least. We care about the least. Now would probably be Annie and what's his face? Kyle? Richard? What's his name? I don't know what his name is. Whatever.
Oh my
God. I kind of ignore him now because we know he's just trash, right? We know he's just trash. So I just focus on Annie. Like, I just look at her. I'm like, from day one, you said all the right things and have had all the right observations, yet you're still here.
Which she had the wrong action. She had the right thought process, but her actions cut her off at the knees.
But then, like you said, this makes me buy in even more that you were in on this, like, for a check. It's not for something like, because no rationally thinking woman would keep herself in a situation if she wasn't being paid. Sorry.
Listen,
I'm sorry.
I feel like she's his marketing manager on his website for getting new clients.
And I'm just waiting for the bomb to drop that they're married.
Oh my God, no. I don't think so. No. She's stupid, but not that stupid. And why was I cheering her on for throwing her kitty cat at somebody else a few days before he arrived?
Because it was hilarious.
I am not one for promiscuous relations. I am not one for going back to exes over and over again. I'm not one for those things. But when that all came out, ask me if I wasn't cracking a big cheesy grin. I was loving. I was like, oh my God, you big whore.
I just thought it was funny because he, like, in his mind, and I know this may not be the right thought process, but I'm trying to put myself in his brain a little bit. Mm-hmm. For some reason, he comes across as like he's the best thing that could ever happen to her. And then when he found out that she was getting her back blown out, like 2 days before he arrived, that you can see his whole world just crumble.
But he tried to turn it on her. So, okay, so briefly for their segments. So we're still arguing about the morning after pill that he didn't buy because he didn't have the money for it. He decides that he's going to show her what a catch he is by giving her the STD results, testing results. And she goes, you didn't do that for me. You did that for your next client that you're getting ready to go to
right.
You're germ-free. Good on you, boo. Good on you. And she caught that a mile away. And he's saying, no, I'm showing you I'm responsible. How are you responsible when you are raw dogging across every continent globally? Get out of here. Get out of here. I don't know what you are feeding to these people, but wow. Anyway, they are out on the patio talking, and he brings up her ex-boyfriend, and this is when I perked up, and I was like, ex-boyfriend? And you did what? You had relations before he got there? Oh my
Not
goodness.
not 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 just before he got there, right before he got there. That's a big difference.
But here's the thing though, and this is what I can't understand. She's supposed to accept him doing what
Right.
he's doing. But when she has any sort of relations with an ex-lover, it's a problem. Why is that?
It's because it's the emotion. So when he does it, it's just business. It's just like there's no emotion there.
I
But in her situation, like you guys dated, like there was something emotional there, and so it's not the same.
No, but I almost felt like he tried to turn this back on her to justify why he is doing what he is doing. And
He's not
that's
even
bullshit.
justifying it. Like he's more flat out saying like there's no emotion there, so it's not. It's business, so it's not a
No,
problem.
what I mean is, like, this is the reason why he doesn't have relationships because this is what happens. So, this is why
Right.
he does what he
Okay.
does and it fulfills his needs. He tries to say that he's fulfilling other person's needs,
Right.
but when in truth and fact, it is him fulfilling his need to have sex because he
Mm-hmm.
is incapable of having an actual normal relationship. And it seems like he's incapable of actually having a job either. And
Are
for
you
me,
saying?
in
Are you
order
not
for
buying,
me,
Debbie?
no,
Hold on.
I don't know. Because he ain't not once open up the damn laptop to punch in 1, 2, 3 and open up QuickBooks or nothing like that. Don't tell me he is an accountant. Only thing he is counting is his sperm. No, don't get me hot over here today. It's hot. And where my coconut water? Let me cool down. Jamal, you got
you,
away. Mm.
you said you don't believe Kyle is a nomadic accountant, child.
I never want to see him add 1 + 1 = 2. Where the QuickBooks? Where the Excel spreadsheet? Where your calculator at?
Um, where's the laptop at?
So I maybe he go to the public library.
Or he's on vacation,
He is
a work
not.
a working vacation.
For how many years? I didn't even see him add up like on his checkbook or his debit card. Nothing. I ain't never see him once do math.
His sperm and his medicine.
That's the only thing he counts. And
Mm-hmm.
truth be told, if I was TSA or any sort of customs immigration person that checks luggage or screens or even the dog that sniffs, I would be pulling him to the side and asking him, what are all of these loose pills and capsules in Ziploc bags that you have? Where's the original containers? Why do you have so many? I would be asking those questions. He would be pulled aside all the time. All the time. But I digress. Anyway, he tries to turn this around on her. She is not having it. And what has irritated me from the beginning, he can never be serious in a scene. He always has a nasty little smirk or a smile at the most inappropriate time.
Mm-hmm.
And I don't feel comfortable with that because that's like telling me like I can't have a serious conversation with you because you're always fucking joking around. I want to slap the dog piss out of you. I don't get it. I've aged out of this. I've aged out of this. That's gonna be my continued excuse looking at this foolishness.
Well, you kind of have to at some point because I think we all do our stupid shit, say stupid shit in the years. That's just part of life. But when you're of
Mm.
this, and they're only in their 30s too. Mm.
Yeah, but she's pushing 40.
She is. She is. She's a big 30. She's a big 30. And he's like a teenager, mentally, in my opinion. So with these two, I think what happened with these two, it's not like she was just going along and then the light bulb came on. The
Mhm.
light's been on with her since he off the plane. I mean,
Mhm.
the light bulb's been there, but she's continued to say the right things. She says the right things, but her actions don't back up her thoughts. So she's giving us her real thoughts. There's no
Mhm.
secret here. She's been completely transparent, but her actions don't back this up, and that's my issue with her. Him, we know he's scum. I've already put him over there.
Okay, so it's funny that you said earlier you wouldn't be surprised if the next bomb is that they're married. In this scene, at my notes here, I'm saying, why is he smiling throughout this entire thing? He thinks that she wants him to change, and he just can't accept that. I'm just noticing that she has a wedding band on her left hand. She had on a wedding band. However, I think Germans wear their wedding band on their right hand. Anyone in the chat who knows this, even in the replay crew, just let me know. I think Germans
Right.
wear theirs on the right.
It's the right.
Mhm. So then, why is she wearing a wedding band? Even though it's on the left, could it be like in her German brain, oh, I'm just going to put this on the other hand and nobody will know? It's just very weird, those two. And anyway, moving on.
Real quick, Tracy. So Tracy said on Dish Nation they were talking about a guy that does the same thing as Kyle. He has 156 kids, I think. He's thinking about retiring at 46 or something. Okay. Is there a
Oh, so he's
401k
actually
attached?
charging.
He's charging. Black Lavender says her having sex with someone else is a step up from Kyle.
Yeah. Yeah.
Miss Sweet Tooth says Black Lavender, her having sex with herself is a step up. Damn.
At least it's fulfilling.
He's a mathematician when it comes to his sperm count. Tracy says I'm an accountant too. I count how many vitamins I take daily. Oh, and from mom wants to know how does he survive while traveling the world? I wonder where he makes his money. Tracy said he episode 1, he has 2 million swimmers. She still says who? Miss Sweet Tooth said didn't something like that happen in New Zealand? They wouldn't let him in. Probably.
Yeah. Yeah. He's been banned from Australia as well, I believe.
Oh wow.
Mm-hmm.
Ryan wonders it too. Tracy said no, David. This is not age. Does this call you a self-respect, a conscience, common sense, a brain? You're human.
Oh Lord, thank you, dear. Thank you, dear. I don't know. He gets my knickers in a twist. He really does, and I don't know why. I just find him offensive. Who's the next character?
Who else do we care about? What's the face? Alex and Adriana. This is real quick. Rinse, wash, repeat. Next. Keep it moving.
I
Because I
will
don't.
say this. I will say this. They had the most picturesque scenery, and I
They
was looking forward
do.
to the cruise down the Amalfi Coast. It's on my bucket list. So she could have been singing A, B, fucking C's, and I would have been happy as a clam, not listening, but watching everything of their tour.
That ride on the what's the is a Vespa, right? Over there? Is that what that is?
Yeah, the Vespas,
Okay.
yeah.
Okay, that ride that they took down, I was like, yeah, this is the perfect scene. Y'all not talking and us watching that good scenery.
But where she fucked it up for me was she's like,
What
I'm
do you mean
here on this
again?
yacht.
You mean again?
Yeah. She
Okay.
goes, I'm here on this yacht. I said, where? What yacht? You on a boat, girl.
You on a boat.
You on a boat. Like, this is what I mean with her. That one
Okay, y'all.
sentence said it all for me
Y'all, real
because
quick. I'm bougie
Mhm.
with Debbie on this one. That's a that's a that's a boat.
It's a boat. It's a step above dinghy, but it's a boat because it got an engine. And I feel much like her delusion and thinking she was on a yacht. She's delusional. I agree with her. She's delusional about being in a relationship. And she picks to go and ruin the boat ride for me by talking to him about the same wash, rinse, repeat, you know, about the threesome thing. But I do agree with her with saying you should have never ever put my cousin into it. Like that should have never been a thought in your brain. He tries to play it off as a joke, but I don't think it was a
No,
joke.
no, he told the truth. Here's the way I took it. And this is gonna sound real bad, Adriana, but you did this to yourself. When he said that, oh, I only said that to get you to do the threesome, that told me right there. It could be anybody.
Mm-hmm.
He don't care. He just wants the threesome. That's it.
Yeah.
he told the truth in that statement. It was a bad truth, a real bad truth. But
Mm-hmm.
he's been consistent in what he said. But this just lets us know how really much he needs into these threesomes.
Mm-hmm.
And then, ma'am, he told you the truth. I understand you upset,
Mm-hmm.
but don't get mad after he says, oh, I just said that. Basically, it could be anybody, you and anybody. That he said, like, well, I just said that so you can do it. You be upset. And he says, like, she's not my type. I agree. Sorry, I'm sorry. You know what?
But he only
He
interested in the whole though, so the whole is always his
exactly.
type.
Right, but he's that's what he was. That's why I said it more
Mm-hmm.
nicely. Debbie said it flat. The third person could have been anybody, anybody. It could
Except a
any,
man. Except a
right.
man.
It could have been any other woman that he found
Mm-hmm.
somewhat uh, in some way,
Willing,
shape,
compliant. They
yes,
just need to be compliant. They could have been Jabba the Hutt in a bikini, and he'd have been down for it.
right. He's all because remember the girls on the beach, right? Here's what he really said. Everybody, what he said was, I really wanted to be one of the girls on the beach.
Them
That's what he
girls
hung
looked
on.
underage though. They looked real
That,
young.
that's what I said. That's what he said. But then when that didn't happen, she shot that down. He's like, okay, but I'm willing to take your cousin. That's what he said. Sorry, that's what he said to me.
I don't know. Like I know that he meant it, but I don't understand in his like he's always going at her trying to get her to say yes again, right?
Mm-hmm.
And I don't know how he thought throwing in her family was going to make her say it. That to me would have been like
Okay,
instant ew.
no, man brain. The male brain. He was using the male part of the brain on this one. So the male part
Oh,
of the
you mean
brain
the
says,
lower
okay,
one?
okay.
Because he was
Let me,
only using what was below. He wasn't using what was up here.
it was a combination of both. It was 90-10. So the 10% up top said, like, okay, she's not gonna do it with no strangers, but maybe she'll do it with somebody she knows. That's what he was thinking.
Right, somebody
And he
she
said that,
knows, not
but he said that,
family.
but he said that though. He's like, I only mentioned her so to make you feel more comfortable. I looked at him like, how's that gonna make her feel more comfortable?
That is gross. We share genetic DNA. Dude, like he lost me with that one though. He really he lost me with that one. I couldn't even enjoy him doing the swan dive, even when I thought the front of his banana hammock was coming down under the water. I couldn't enjoy that because I was like, ew. Like, what? Wait, how disrespectful. You already know she's not into it, but yet you're gonna bring another Bible thumper thinking that she gonna be into it too, and she's related. Like you lost all of your logic in this argument. All. And then I was like, well, what if he did it on purpose to purposely turn her off to finally break her and get rid of her? And because when he wasn't even trying to make excuses for it. What was the first thing he said? I'm human. Yeah, I said it. So what? Oh, I might have been joking. Like he never once apologized. He
But
just
see,
doesn't
but
care.
no, but he sees no reason to apologize as he's been the one who's been consistent, and I agree
But
with
he's
that.
rude
Okay,
and insulting.
no, 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 I'm not gonna
No,
accept that.
it
And
is
here's why.
insulting to
Not to
propose
me.
you having sex with your cousin.
Inappropriate, yes. Insulting, no.
It is. It
Like Debbie,
is.
you don't know no sisters who's been with the same dude at the same time.
No, but he said she's not my type, and we all know she's not his type. And it is insulting because now you insulted my family. Like,
Now
dude,
that now that part,
man,
I could say that's insulting. I'm talking about
yes.
the stuff before that, not so much.
He was insulting her intelligence though, but then she was fucking stupid. Oh my god, I just
Okay, but
can't.
but she's been insulting our intelligence this whole season. So
I know. I
so
know.
like we've all been saying, but I think everyone, even in the internet, has been saying like, why are you even trying this? This doesn't match. And the auntie said everything we've been saying in like 30 seconds.
Yeah, and Tiffany said it as well, when they were doing the pottery class as well. Um, I don't know why she was trying to hold on to this relationship, because it seems like she was the only one in a
Yes,
relationship in her
correct.
head,
Yes.
but he was still. I don't feel like he was in a relationship with her. I just feel like she was a vacation fling that he has with many tourists
Hmm.
coming into Italy. Ooh.
And did where I can't remember? Did they meet at a resort? Did they meet while they were sightseeing? I can't remember.
She met him when she was on vacation. That's all I
Right.
remember her saying. She
Okay.
didn't say like how. What's he do for a living again? Oh yeah, fitness trainer. She wasn't going to no fitness class while she was away in Italy. I don't care what anybody says. She probably met him in a club or something, or maybe on an app.
And the
I
day
don't
before
know.
she left too.
Child.
I mean,
A
to me, the
mess.
way they're like, you're talking relationship. He's talking about like, be having fun right now, and they're not talking the same language. And with her, my issue with her has always been, you're like, you claim he's not listening to you. You're not listening to him because he's
Mhm.
been the same Adriano this whole season. Nothing's changed.
Yeah.
Nothing has changed. You keep trying to say he's trying to change you. No, it's more like you're trying to change him, and he's not going to change.
Well, she also said, I have to break the cycle. The cycle is on you because you keep coming back.
Right. And
Go
think about
home and stay home.
ma'am. You said this man has broke up with you twice over threesomes. What does that
Mhm.
tell you? And you keep going back. That's your cycle, not his.
But she even said it. She says that he's placing the so much priority on having threesomes. She said it like she's another one like Annie. They're saying it, but they're not absorbing it. It's kind of weird. But she ends the boat trip in tears. Um
And I was with him. Why are you crying?
because I'm hopeful that she's thinking that this is the end, because she also said, I'm tired of being delusional. I've been screaming that at you every week that I watch you. You're delusional because you're not in a relationship with him in your
No.
head, but not with him. I don't think he's ever once really claimed her. Has he ever called her his girlfriend? His
I
no.
think he has. I think he has one time.
Oh, good on her. She got it at least once. Who's next?
Oh, the teenager and idiot.
Okay, so Madeline and Luke. Was it snowing in Colombia?
I have no clue.
Like they have on these fake furs that all I could smell. Like I'm so glad I don't have smell-o-vision because I was smelling wet dog. And they have on like shorts and bikinis under them.
Okay, let's just jump to the main point of this ridiculousness.
Yes. Yes.
The production on this was so bad. The script for their scene was so bad. I need you to understand,
Mhm.
like that you hurt me. I need you to tell me you understand. I'm like, excuse what? You are not her daddy. I need you to like. He kept doing that. I'm like, mm-mm. And that was one issue. And the other issue I had is that Madeline just said that she went naked in the bed.
Mhm.
She's not refuting the topless part though. She not
Right.
never once said that I was not topless in the bed with this drunk man. You just said you were naked. Them was two different things, ma'am. And Luke, where is your mama at? Where is your daddy? Are they still living? I need to talk to them immediately because you are ridiculous at this point. You are sitting up here getting mad at this teenager who is acting like a teenager. I'm gonna need you. I need to see his birth certificate too. Are you really 30? Or are you
I
really
believe he's
22?
30, but he's also a
Shit.
bit delulu. I don't know what world he's living in, but sir, you live in your parents' garage. Sir, you're walking all around LA and Colombia in a wet dog. Sir, you are with a child and expecting a grown-up relationship. Mind
Thank
you,
you.
if you were capable of having a grown-up relationship, you would not be with a child. That's what it boils down to me. So, sir, you go for underage kitty cat. This is what you get. You hire a call girl to get serviced and ultimately try to make her into your girlfriend. Expect her to bring men into your apartment and sleep with them in your bed and then talk about your dumbass afterward,
And then,
gringo.
but here's the whole thing though. When he said that he didn't want men in his apartment, you notice that she didn't say nothing, right?
Of
She did
course
not
not,
say.
because as soon as he go back, Paula got men lined up to go into the
Right,
apartment. And did you notice that her argument was, I don't have to apologize for anything? He got up and left. What did she do? Got right on the
right
phone and
on the
started
phone.
texting
Yeah,
to get her next instructions on what to do.
right.
It's just very blatant to me, TLC, sharp, that y'all are putting this on our TV screens because this screams something to me. And it's no bueno. No bueno. Luke, divest the condo that you have down there,
Mm-hmm.
sell it, hopefully for a profit. Stop renting the apartment, take back the lease on the BMW. Even though I think that was a rental, I don't think that there's a BMW because we haven't seen it since the airport. So divest of all of your assets in Colombia. Take what little pesos you can get, because I don't even know how you're going to get that unless you sell it to another American in the United States. And they pay you in the United States. I don't know how you're going to get your money out of Colombia in United States dollars. So good luck to you on that. Hope it seems like you're accustomed to taking the L's in life. So this might be another one. And grow up, find a job, and work to getting out of your parents' garage. This was a no for me.
1,000%.
This was a
Miss
no.
Sweet Tooth said Luke deserves everything he gets. He's daft. When he said he wanted a woman but went for a minor, yes, she will be looking for her next. Paula got the next grift already lined up.
Mm-hmm. No, she got the in between grifts because she's been like during this season, she's been working on his replacement.
Exactly. Agreed.
No more of Brian's friends, because I feel like Valeria was also one of the girls, and Brian went down hook, line, and sinker.
But think about it though. Valeria and what's her face is best friends. That kind of gives me an
Yep.
idea how old Valeria is.
They are best friends, but Valeria knows how to keep her mouth shut,
Thank you.
how to wait patiently. She got Brian to marry her. Little Miss Madeleine, she thinks
But
too much of herself.
but you see Valeria in that whole exchange that she said nothing in her
She's
talking
not
head.
jeopardizing her bag.
But then behold, did you see her look at the looks that she was giving was to Madeline like, girl, what is you doing?
I know. You
Be
was
quiet, shut
fucking
up.
this up. How
And yet,
could you?
and I bet you she went back and told Paula, Grail, this is what Madeleine did, and then that's what Paula had to jump on the line, talking about what you doing. Yeah, I think they're all in on it together.
Luke, like your hairline, divest. Rodney!
But
Yes,
yeah,
I
Ryan,
agree with
yes,
Rodney.
yeah, yeah. Valerius may also have some coin though. That's because Brian's smart.
Brian didn't waste all of his money on making bad business decisions, creating
Mm-hmm.
businesses that are not going anywhere, wearing wet dogs, and propping her up in a business that she can't even spell the name of. He did it right. Like, you don't see Valeria walking around in all of the crap that this girl is. Different priorities.
Mm-hmm.
But Valeria got a stable marriage. She has a roof over her head, food in her belly, and Brian seems like a decent type of guy.
And he tells Luke straight up what it is.
Mm-hmm.
And the fact that Valeria said it's not my place to confirm or deny. Yep, true,
Valeria
true.
know exactly what went on because she
Yeah,
probably confirmed what the dude said.
exactly.
But also, Valeria probably had the pen, had like 5 different pens ready, like Barack Obama signing off on a law using 10 different pens to sign off on her prenup because she was not going to argue with it. Because you know what? She had less than nothing. And now she has something now that she's with Brian. So she's just going to sign her life away, period.
And see, the thing with problem with Madeline is this:
She think too much of
Matt,
herself.
that exactly, she believes in her. She believes her own hype, which is a dangerous thing to do.
She got them balloons in her chest, and all of a sudden her hair blew up like a balloon. Because she actually told him, she was like, "You think you're my best opportunity." She got Paula on speed dial.
Yes,
And dumb fuck don't even remember that how you get him is how you lose him.
exactly.
So from one John to the next, and over, Luke.
And also key factor is we can't look over this. We can't overlook Brian because even Brian's not co-signing the bullshit. That tells you something. When your friend is married to your girl's best friend and he even can't co-sign on her,
Mm-hmm.
that's why I give Brian a lot of what's the word, credibility. I think in
Mm-hmm.
this situation because he says everything straight up front to Luke's face, and Luke is just, he really is delusional. He's not listening.
Yep. Yeah.
Because Brian kept
Um,
looking at him like, "Do you understand me? Do you understand the words coming out of my mouth? Oh, you gonna stay with her? Okay." Because I
mm-hmm.
think Brian was kind of expecting him to be like, "Okay, let's go." Like Luke's like, we gonna end this. Cool. Nope.
I
Mm-mm.
agree with Ryan. She goes, I bet Valeria isn't still playing with stuffed animals either. I think Valeria is
Nope.
a lot more mature than she is.
Agreed. And I think with Valeria, I think Valeria understands. How can I put this? I think Valeria has a better understanding of the game, and it goes back to what you said that she probably didn't really have anything before Brian, or
Mm-hmm.
not anything substantial. So she
Mm-hmm.
understands, like, okay, I have this American dude, got some coin, seems to be very smart, very good at business, and this is another issue, another thing. Brian lives in Colombia.
Yeah, that's what I was going to say. He kept her
This
on a
part
tighter
time.
leash. He
Yes,
was able to maneuver his whatever he got so that it allowed him to move down there and keep an eye on her and keep her on a shorter leash. Now, with this one, like Valeria has a different character and temperament to Madeline.
right.
So, Valeria, I would more trust living long distance than I would
But
Madeline.
but Brian didn't get. But see, the thing with Brian, I think, like you said, Brian did it smart. Brian didn't just give and give and give. He didn't set Valeria up in the apartment without him there. He didn't give. He didn't just give Valeria a business to run. Like, go ahead, baby, you handle that.
He also
He,
knows what he was buying. Valeria is his investment, just like another business.
hmm and he,
Mm-hmm.
like I said, he lives down there at least part time. Because my guess is that Brian flies back and forth, but his primary residence is in Colombia. That's my
Mm-hmm.
that's my guess. That's my guess.
But he has successful businesses, unlike, Rope-a-dope. Luke can't even manage to keep his job. And that's why I'm still questioning this storyline, because he said, I needed to have a job in order for me to move down here. Your particular job required you not to live in Colombia. You couldn't do that's why you got fired. Because you was always in Colombia and not at your job. So how were
Exactly.
you supposed to be moving down? You're a whole liar, Luke. Luke is a liar, and Madeleine, unfortunately, is still for the street.
Oh, for sure. But she's 19 though. I'm not gonna fault her. And then you look at Brian, you look at Luke. I'm looking at Luke like, your friend gave you the blueprint. He gave you the blueprint of how to do this. He's very successful, so it stands to reason that even Brian knows you're. I think Brian said it himself, like Luke's not good at business. I think Brian did say that, which is
Mm-hmm.
why I think Brian went in with him on one business, I think, and it didn't pan out, and then
Mm-hmm.
Brian never
He
invested with
cut
him
his
again.
losses.
Yeah.
Maddie is in the bad best friend of your wife that you hate. Oh my God. Rodney. um, Luke should have been filling out job applications in Colombia if he was going to move there. That's right, Black Lavender.
Oh no, but it's because that sunglass line was gonna take off
Mm, the geriatric sunglass line. Okay.
at $35 a piece. So if you paid
Okay.
35, so my thing is if you paid $35 a piece for those, that means you got to sell them at least at 50 or 60 USD.
More than that, because you have to add in tax and shipping and handling.
Oh gosh, what? Maybe probably like what, 90, 100?
And
And that,
you're gonna have to throw in one of those little chamois cloths to wipe it, so add on another $5. I mean, like, come on now.
well, 100% markup is would be $70. With your taxes, licensing fees, and copyright and all that stuff that you add on, you probably gonna sell for $100 a piece.
I think it needs to be more, honestly, because he has sunk so much money into research and development for these sunglasses that you can get from Walgreens.
Right?
Or even worse, Timu. I mean, come on now.
Not the Timu.
I'm not even insulting Amazon because I just listed somewhere. They asked me what's my favorite store. I said Amazon. So yeah, Timu. Somebody go on Timu and tell me if y'all see them glasses on there. With or without the chain. Um anyway, anything else with them?
Oh, Miss Sweet Tooth. Oh, so Black Lavender saw them at the gas station,
There you go.
probably like a BP or something. And Miss Sweet Tooth says the sunglasses were doomed. Who would want holding sunglasses anyway? He was trying to be innovative.
But
Just
they've done those. Like I seen those in the 80s.
okay. The key word was tried, Debbie. The key word was tried. Didn't say he was. I said he tried.
So you don't ever go on the Google or Schmoogler and ask, has anyone ever invented fold up sunglasses on a chain?
This is Luke, Debbie. This is Luke.
Like he's a sucker. Like people see him with these stupid businesses and cash, and they're just like, oh, yeah, all right, I'll do this with you. Give me the money up
Mm-hmm.
front. Okay. Anything else with them? It seems like they were breaking
Steven,
up. What?
her clothes had tags hanging off of them.
I don't think she could take him back.
Mm-mm.
Not in Colombia. In America we like return everything. I know I do. I'm the queen of returns. I actually thought I was going to get banned from Marshalls because I used to return so much, but that's because I don't like trying on in the stores, and usually
Mm-hmm.
didn't have the time, and I was lazy. Just calling a thing a thing. But when they said down here in Florida that they were going to start tracking people who do compulsive returns, I was shitting bricks. I was like, I know I'm gonna be on that list, but then
Right.
Amazon came, and I don't have to go to the store anymore. So there you go. They kind of break up, but then kind of get back together. Like I can't stand them, so I don't care. Let's go to last but not least, Leah and Sean. They're having dinner, and she's now trying to confirm that they're going to have a monogamous relationship once she gets to the States to get married. And he's like, yeah, I guess we can do that. I guess we can do that.
But here's my
And
whole thing is though, okay, this is where Aaliyah's age comes into play for me.
uh-huh.
Because I'm sitting here and y'all forgive me for thinking this way, but I do think this way. And I'm gonna try to phrase this like as politely as I can. Here's where I feel we needed Jackie. And here's why I say this. Aaliyah's age is showing. It's
Mm-hmm.
obvious that your man, your fiance,
Mm-hmm.
wants to keep the relationship open for a period of time. You're supposed to use that to your advantage and be like, okay, baby, blah, 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 blah. When we get married and I get to the US, I expect us to be monogamous. Cool. And then you get married at the courthouse as soon as possible. And then when he cheats, because he's going to, you sue him for that good alimony, and he sets you up for the rest of your days. That's how you play that.
Or Sean could be honest and say, I need to keep the relationship open because I'm not attracted to Aaliyah sexually. And if you continue to augment your appearance and go further with a gender change,
He can't do that.
then I don't know. But this is all Sean's fault because he should have never proposed.
But he can't do that because he's the one paying for all of this. Sorry, and you're not gonna convince me that he's not. So that
He
argument
is
for him,
paying for it because we
so
still haven't determined where Aaliyah works or
right,
lives.
exactly. So that argument from him would not work since he's paying for it. That's why you go with my plan is you get to the States ASAP, get to the courthouse, get married, and then as soon as he cheats, boom, sue him for that good alimony.
No,
That's
but this also makes Aaliyah's argument of saying that she didn't know she was in an open relationship false to me because I'm just remembering my friends and how they connected on these apps.
mm-hmm.
She might want to say that she didn't know she was in an open relationship, but if he's only seeing you 2, maybe 3 times a year, you cannot think that he's not getting dick down someplace else.
that's that's when we talked about that thing last week. They're like that's not
Mm-hmm.
it's delusional to think he's not getting his needs service.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? It
And when they meet on those apps, unless specifically stating we gonna be together, like he was a travel companion.
and then Miss Sweet Tooth said, I don't get this couple when Aaliyah was Douglas. Didn't she discuss her transition with Sean because that man don't want her now? And where is she getting the money from for the procedure? See, Miss Sweet Tooth, we talked about this timeline last week and we broke
Yeah.
down the timeline and shot holes in it.
Well, she's taking him to the appointment next week, and now she's adding on things.
Right.
She wants to get her brow bone shaved down. That wasn't discussed before.
No.
Now, if you're doing the brow bone, you might as well do the Adam's apple at the same time. Like, is she on any like medication for
But did you see Sean's face?
hormones?
Did you see Sean's face when she said, I want my face to be more feminine? Did you see the look he gave her? Like, what?
Yeah, yeah. He is. If he was limp before, I feel that it crawled up inside of his belly at that point.
But then in the trailer, though, I know you saw the trailer. Please, you did see the trailer.
Yeah.
Did you? He told the truth, and Debbie's been saying this the whole time. That he said like if Aaliyah goes through a gender reassignment, I'm not sure I'll be attracted to her sexually. So I don't know what kind of relationship we'll have. But Debbie called that shit.
But
Debbie
that's why
called
he
it.
wants to keep the relationship open because he still has an affection for Aaliyah, or he has an agreement to get Douglas out of Brazil by doing this.
Mm-hmm.
And if he's going to go through with that and pay for
Right.
the gender change, then the least Aaliyah could do is let him keep, having
Right.
fun with his friend.
Exactly.
Because you are asking him to make changes to you that he is not attracted to.
Right.
And I know we were saying, okay, since he was married before that he's bi. Sean is gay. Sean is gay. Sean likes a young man.
Yeah, and that's what he said though. He's never shied away from that.
Exactly. And I think he has a love for Douglas. He has affection for Aaliyah because
Right.
of Douglas,
Agreed.
kind of like a sister, like Douglas's sister. But I think he made a promise to Douglas to get Douglas out of Brazil
Agreed.
because Douglas
That I will
did
go with.
stand by him for 3 years and probably delayed transitioning to Aaliyah.
Mm-hmm. Miss Sweet Tooth said, okay, Ryan says Sean will 100% get prenup. Miss Sweet Tooth
Mm-hmm.
says he should have never proposed. I agree.
It's
Here's
the
the
only
thing.
way to get her out of Brazil, though.
That was what I was gonna say. That's what I was gonna say.
But this, again, I said this when I was accosting Riley on every interview that he did last week. TLC Sharp has the worst editing team and the worst writing team ever in life.
Real quick, Sean just wants to help her out, nothing more. Mrs. Doug wasn't taking care of her now to get to the USA. Yep.
Yeah.
Oh, the personality changes are throwing him. I think. I think that it is such a shift, and it's not a gradual shift. It's a complete 360, 180, whatever you want to call it, to go from one extreme to the other, and that's what's and I think and I think that's really at the core of his not attraction to Aaliyah. It's he because he said it more than one time that he likes the
Mm-hmm.
more quieter Douglas, the more quote unquote
Shy.
submissive Douglas.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Douglas made him feel needed and wanted and stuff like that.
Right.
Whereas Aaliyah's like, I'm a boss bitch and blah blah blah. I'm like, how you a boss bitch with no coin? But okay. And
How are you a boss bitch and having Jackie ask all your questions for you?
that too. So he doesn't feel needed by Aaliyah. He feels kind of used by Aaliyah in a way.
Mm-hmm.
It's
I
a
think
difference.
that really came out when Jackie came into the picture.
Agreed.
I think he could have handled Aaliyah on her own, but then with Jackie, that was kind of rude.
You know what? I get being a friend, but in this situation, though, this is where you tell your friend, "I got this," and
I
not
would have
even
sent
and
her a
don't.
text with all the questions to ask, but I sure enough wasn't going to go get up into that couple's business because you know what? That turns around and backfire on you. And what if I want to go stay at Sean's house?
Or worse yet, what if Sean breaks up with you over her?
Thank you. And then I lost both of the friends.
Both of the friends, the bag, and your family going back to be broke.
Right. So, yo, if she, like you said, if she want to be a boss bitch, she got to learn how to speak up for herself. I think we hit all of the characters.
Yep.
Okay, y'all. Were there any interesting questions that you saw in the?
Oh no, I was going through
comments?
each couple, and we were hitting all the comments as we went, so we're good.
Okay, so guys, meet us at the top of the hour in about 8-9 minutes, where we will be doing UK. And yay, they kept the episode up this week. Yay!
Yes, and the other episode, they put the other episode back too.
Right, but after we
after
it.
they had to go in and edit some stuff.
And again, I will never stop saying this. Sharp Entertainment fire everybody in editing and everybody in writing. Case closed. They're the downfall of your franchises, honestly. Weak writing, weak editing. Good on y'all though. Anywho, Jamal, any final thoughts?
Nope, we're good to go.
All right, guys, we'll see you back here in a few. Don't forget, hit the thumbs up button, subscribe, and until next time.
Yep.
Bye.